Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning. April 12th, 2023. Today, April 12th, 2023. You know, some people are the talker every day. This APC, some of these people they call themselves APC side the APC party. We come for lucky this APC for take the chances of the APC. We hearing them. That is small from them. SLPP don't pay them. They don't turn now against the own party for can they condemn. No, you can talk to your political leader. But for the kind they can cost them this time to election. Wait for unite people and the kind of money they can cost. They can cost leader within political party for dividing party. But to make APC lost election like today. Apart from Kanda Yumkela Wekam, now the division within the political party. So section, team, foolishness. Make people that sit on the house, they don't go vote. APC lost the election day. Because they divide the party. You get this camp, you get that camp, you get this nonsense. Instead of they come together. Now SLPP don't pay them. When they watch them, when they allow, when they clap some of them, get for bet to finger blood they come out. When they tell them they say, when they open up, them. APC, yes, call you political party leader. Tell us, say, okay, now so what you do, now this what you do, now so you for do, now your responsibility this. Now you right, not democracy, now you right to free speech. You have to. But we come on, they can't cost less than 73 days to elections. 73 days to elections. They can't talk nonsense. They damage the political party in chances. Una na agents of the SLPP. They don't pay una. We know. Una poor, poverty. People in the overseas, they don't get nothing. Some don't get good job, they don't get work. So they can compromise there. I must say they take for they bribe somebody. You get a small thing. It don't big fool. They say they waiting. Who's on a mionde? I don't in a salon. Or if me in a salon self, what's me possible? Now the nonsense that don't happen. So within the APC party, now watch them. Anybody where they cost on a leadership them at this particular point in time, they are SLPP agents. When get rid of them at the political party. So this one come, go ahead.
Comrade, sorry for cutting. That's way talk so. Comrade, even I get to we when I get to a salon, I the cut so.
Yes.
Then put an tongue to they say abusive language. Fine. Now get to send the whistle and smoke, take drugs. Then the right and the way cause now not do so then put an direct by English and Creole. If I'm APC party, don't tell like say even get to organization, get rule pass away.
I swear to God.
If not a political party like an APC, not the jubilate abusive language of woman, mammy cause continuously against them party leaders. If community was in the past 3 years, you say the party not the structure, the party didn't have this, the party did that and go court. Okay. But now the party gets structure, the new leadership will make the chairman of the party, the secretary of the party, are two very, very important position and they
absolutely.
The APC party then make me I continue for call upon leadership and I'll continue say this thing as someone when I the flag bearer, when I the leader by imposition. Now the flag bearer ship are not the leader of the party and somebody who hope for become president. Wait for now, I'll continue saying this thing time every day in Ujrat and we sing road. You see, he's supposed now for talk low, no say he's not part of the one that they say, then the cost in comping there because of him. But when the cost the mama, then they say they undermine someone kamara cost them mama. These are party leaders. This time company, local party leaders and company with all the cabinet study. With all the ministers and senior party people. So like Menkalo Masaro, Yeruti and Skomasi, it's in a Menkalo Masana and encourage the like and politics will make it do TV today.
Exactly.
And I can possibly because mama. And it's going to car, you know, hide that. He said, don't do Menkalo Masari SB Dumbia. We call the name and the one that we call. So this man today don't turn chairman, it comrade. Even if get on a salon, they get law, they say abusive language. If you get to get law for cost, what you make APC now then the break and now say, I don't know what you make only the answer to in our law. The cow don't put an apartment seat in the bulldoze. Now we add the rudeness back now APC new constituency and free for cost leaders and mama. So that we all able cost. No bono doing a move.
Absolutely.
So is it disgrace?
Comrade, when you look at waiting they go on now the APC, people that don't sell APC, one thing, this is my own opinion, and which I don't observe. People that don't sell APC, waiting they want to do right now, as a result of the one that we don't sell the APC to SLPP, Astagfirullah, SLPP were to win this election on June 24, then they don't begin to cast blame now on them people they say, so then go get chance for still continue for life on the people then they say, hey, and last night Dumbuya and Minkailu Masari that they don't that they calls for make una party then go. Not knowing that because the one that will actually sell the party for the 2028 agenda, they want kind of like safeguard them. This is the plan right now, Ibrahim, and we need to watch them very closely.
That plan they catch Ibrahim, then now they like who person You know, they even dream myself because of dreaming they go, we come to reality. And look, we personally imagine the imagination plan in the back. Ibrahim, senior student, they follow the one. So I mean, look what they people in Southeast right now. They beat people like the chair, another the APC billboard them. With the PPRC, this people know they didn't do anything. Then chair left them. Instead, they pay the agent them for cost people like cost Southeast there. Say this person is important, cost party leaders and people for every particular win. Do things and this now people and they tell you something. Ibrahim, me, I know left the stock here. And as much as they don't call me they don't call by a name, they don't call by Mahmoud name, they don't call Cheko name, say that they no more like Samora. That means that then they added me, that means if they don't come and talk now and condemn that in the call the name banner, that means that then they tell people for cost and company. Now they start even hey true, if you're not talking. It doubt that me and we need to left this talk here. They will not call so we will not get problems.
No, the moment they don't call the people in the division of Canada party straight away. All man now what you do. Now what you never do is
Ibrahim na Jansane Jerry Koko be Mahmoud na the mix Samora Gbara. Na the mix Samora Gbara election.
No.
Then 3 when they cost other people for they cost the chairman and you not the deputy under this person, you say you not the deputy like you not running mate, you say you not organize the secretary and the cost of the chairman, say on a normal like some that means that they tell the man for cost the people.
No, they pretend they pretend like say they know the like they they not know what's up like
then they know what the costing. They don't want the cost of money. If you don't cost your money, go so why they need the cost of money? The place
then they cost all man at the social media now. So the space day. They don't cost their own mama back. They cost them mama them. But the thing is, people they say enough is enough. Moving now into this election here. So let we left this foolishness na the party. Una will continue for cost. We not say SLPP don't sell una, not buy una. So una agenda na for make sure say the APC lost the election. That is the goal because that they don't pay them for. Now they stay happy within the APC. But comrade, they all people they don't say now. After first month, if they not see say this year I continue the cost against the other leaders there at the party, people they say after the first month they say they open fire. They say they begin cost money because now so the APC get for the now they party distraction, then the SLPP thief the election. Mbada Bureau set all theory ready for thief the election. So they don't pay them wire now for can distract the APC party. So the APC people not go pay attention to what in the SLPP they do for thief the election. So they go thief the election. So now watch the people that they cost within the APC party. Now the game that they play like a cash box soccer.
Look at it. If I look at it, because it starts with where we the not of course we cost Jerry Koko, we not cost the parliamentarian demo. We just call them say una go out and make sure say that 257,000 people that they don't delete. Una ask them for that. You know, Ibrahim, the list goes on. You go know the name. You go know the number of things that they don't do. The census, una not allow this thing for happen. Wherein the president go talk say he gets unprecedented support from the parliamentarian. None but una not come and say, okay, if we get unprecedented, we're not a part of the unprecedented people. Ibrahim. So like the reports that ECOWAS, outside parliamentarian, the leader of the opposition, they talk say we get peace and stability in a salon after they kill people in a Makeni. Ibrahim will come out there after the August 10, they tell we say they bury the system like a befitting funeral. Nobody knows the leader of the opposition got away. Like the one way he go with man Spain, he said for peace now. Don't put them talk up. We they tell them say, but these are the things where they give like Mother Beyond the accolade. Like they give them like this team, like I say, they do well, even though they kill the people. This now outside Mother Beyond begin to win the election. We call them out, Ibrahim. Just because we call them out, not to say we call them, we just they remind them of their duty. We they remind them of their duty. Say, Paris, this African Express, always in Opuna though, una go and go write letter to the leaders of these institutions then. Names were called. When I go and call them, ask them what it happened, if that's true or a lie. Before that what it happened, the moment will begin that because that is part of the plan. Because the moment they don't say, if they begin to ask Madam Bio that, they go expose Madam Bio, and then they're part of the plan, they begin to say, oh, you don't see. Can't cost them, mama. Begin to tell people they may not listen to them because they want to destroy prevent APC kind of power. What did the common man that APC don't know? What did we want to do over the last 4 or 5 years, Ibrahim? That for make APC can rescue Salon. But before that, they twist them around, say we attack parliamentarian them. We don't ever cost them parliamentarian them, mama. We just they call them out for expose the SLPP government. This is the plan.
Comrade, if you allow me, that call.
We'll just
go ahead. Go ahead.
We'll just tell them, say, who will know something, who will bring come to the public, say, this now we for do. Like, we will have visual as them. Cash box, this time and energy, where they don't pay them, people them for attack, they don't use that time and energy for even probably in total. They say, if you say to the talk about voter ID card come black and white, now because they say, what you do, because they don't listen to the tell them, but from the beginning, get to say,
comrade. Now good angle you come also, but I read to now waiting at the agenda for Parliament today. Take them from what done, you take them from Musa you want come also now. That angle that traject today, very powerful. Then you take them from there. But listen to this, comrade. Gashi, this is the agenda for Parliament today, April 12th. Right now, as I talk to us, so right now the first agenda are prayers. The second one, record of voters and proceedings for Thursdays, 6th April 2023, whatever that will be. Announcement by Mr. Speaker, then laying of papers. Now, this is important. Laying of papers. Honorable Sengepo Solomon Thomas, Deputy Speaker of Parliament. Now, I need to take this one. Report of the Public Petitions Committee on petition by the people of Mafoki Chiefdom regarding the Potloko bauxite mining concession dated April 2023. That is one agenda item. The second agenda item, the Minister of Transport and Aviation, agreements between the government of the Republic of Sierra Leone and the government of the Republic of Mali for air services between and beyond their respective territories. Number 3, government motion. The Minister of Transport and Aviation, be it resolved that this Honorable House hereby ratifies the following agreement, which was laid on the table of the House on Tuesday, 7th February 2023. Cooperation agreement between the government of the Republic of Sierra Leone and the International Airport Association. These are some of the things that will go on at Parliament right now. And then the Audit Service Amendment Act 2023. So Parliament, they work. Parliament still at work. And then the second reading of committee stage and third reading, the Attorney General and Minister of Justice. And then the other one, the National Development Induced Resettlement Act. What's this National Development Induced Resettlement Act? We don't understand. Then introduction and first reading, the Minister of Environment and Climate Change. Second reading, committee stage and third reading, the Minister of Environment. So Parliament is at work, comrade. Parliament, they work. So what you would say is, comrade and Kashi, why Parliament not going to televise these last days of their activities? Let the people of Salon see exactly what they do, the laws that they pass. They're going to talk about the Audit Service Act, so all that stuff. But comrade, all left handed. Now for the people in the the Parliament still is functional, they still get salary, or still pay tax, Parliament still get salaries, and then they work effectively. Therefore, it's an institution we get life. And if as long as Parliament is alive, the country is still alive. The president still be the president of the Republic of Sierra Leone until the day where they hand over power to the new president by God in power. Where would this election go on?
Parliament.
But comrade, go ahead, talk to me.
Parliament no go show the thing, because when they show the weakness of both the Parliament, both the incumbent and the opposition, with the CM. They will know whose member of Parliament no be talk fine, whose member of Parliament not challenge. They will know whose ruling party MP they talk aggressively about those. But that is not the case here, Ibrahim. When we call out Parliament, would the generalize the entire Parliament does specify, because who the talk with the generalize the thing does specify by responsibility. We quite understand here, and all for no say to the way Parliament the ruling party, the young member of Parliament, now for support any bad thing where the young government want to do, where they government in power. Now one ruling party person will talk say no, and one person will always get a dinner na tower we been start. We start to sit our time and again party and go na they go na radio station and even suspend them. If they start to say now, so you may belong, we will begin hold the opposition which they may belong. We will begin hold them for say this na in they happen and this they don't plan. The way a man will get to information, they no one know. The way a man will get to tell we for who they can talk and no one know. Who they can analyze and for tell and say na true na for do. What they feel for do and what they cannot for the responsibility, no feel we and this will get for lead to destruction. Instead, they look at the objective point of view, or they look at what they come up. Before they pay some of the sick fund because everybody. And let me tell you something, I'm getting lots of people that appreciate what we've done for this past 5 years. Actually, we can.
Comrade, no measure them. Comrade, no equate the two. No equate the two. The people that they support we, but the comrade they is the open that this not the majority.
No, I know.
They said
I know. See, no, what make I call this time for blinker? I see, we actually understand. I don't understand where they appreciate to understand how to talk.
Thank you.
But they mean consistently because they no see. We don't do things we like a dream that's alone for say nobody not in a point we don't challenge opposition. See, this is our responsibility. Then see we like about to do Ibrahim. If from don't begin talk about Parliament,
comrade, this remind me. Comrade, sorry, this remind me that audio where you send me of that young man. Not play that audio of that young man where they attack. You remind me, comrade. Yeah, not forget how you do so. Okay. Parliamentary responsibility, but yeah, not play that audio. They let people hear of that young man there where they attack where you sent where you sent to. You not listen to this, hello people. Not listen to this. A very low. Una bear with me. The audio very low, but you go pick up as they go. Una listen attentively.
It's not be so easy for me. But thank God now we're in the life. You understand? Because I don't see some of we they oppose, but they talk about the good things. So things not be easy for me. Some bad man they attack me over 4 or 5 because the way we drive no come out, but the foreign can down attack me. I be the fit for count to me people and by Waterloo me gonna kiss me lodge. So me people that be the Waterloo human. So I be try for can get money safe. We I be 2 million euros with me phone. The man they not take the phone and me hand. They whap the phone and go and pull the phone and go it and back. Whap me it's Koroko whatever. You understand? I'm not be so easy because be say whatever thinking now. I'm okay now because they put me SIM, but my small sister phone. I go replace me SIM. So I don't replace her now. I don't replace me SIM. I say well I complicate to now. So I catch books for me. But thank God and the life still going because I call the people there. Try for talk say Chirikoko, you really talk bad against them. Yes, because she don't know what she talk. What she knows she couldn't do. We oppose them, we talk for talk. Because I tell us inside people about the parliamentary. Not be easy for me, but thank God, alhamdulillah, I thank you for that. I appreciate it. But good talk. I just want to send the message to you first.
All right. Salon people there. And to the ready. Come on, don't play. This young man, the attacker, he said them beat him because he talk, he sensitize people about the work of parliament. Salon Dombado. Now so we country on there. We saw them kill a police officer the other day. They kill citizens in another country. They political leaders them don't they infuse this violence. Then they go attack people now because they speak up. Whether the civic right, the constitution protect their right for participating in the democracy. They are Sierra Leoneans. This young man they go attack them. They say because of Cherikoko. Now we assume say Cherikoko not send them people there. Now we assume say the guy take up themselves. Then go do this crime to this person. We don't make now Honorable China Majuba of the APC party to hear this. This is an innocent citizen, a young man, and then go attack so. We they wait for Yeri from Honorable Cherikoko if he go condemn this act of violence of any kind.
That comes to my point of condemning leaders or condemning we see. So let me tell you something. We equally understand say some people like can do something, maybe just you have fair good name. We equally understand say some leaders in the like we eat so we get people when young people when they go pay people them for good see this person they deal with them. We maybe you don't know. You know go say you know or you don't know. But with your responsibility now for come out we don't cut the notice. Make very clear. I always say put Petito as an example, and I always have that respect for him. For coming condemn to you, say you know aware about him, not on me behalf when I go kill person, also on me behalf when I go beat person. Everybody, Ibrahim, if you know let them talk about you at all, not kind into public life. And people and they will always correct you. Ibrahim, if people let me look at what they talk for the past 5 years, we started talking about these things from 2021. We say Parliament one try for push local council election, when in the ASLP for re-election. Then deny what's happened, then go pass a bill unanimously, they all agree say for join the local council election to the presidential election. We tell them say no, the beginning of SLP in the denies, now for don't get the local council election 2022, Alma for don't see the voting pattern. Would have win the local council what happened in 2004. They refused. We started for talk. Now say this parliament, the one go pass the bill for NI number for use and inside registration. For use the civil registration, inside registration, the USPR system, they deny it. In fact, and the members of parliament. Now we look at the things. Then bill that would they go and pass now. Number one, we don't know what bill and who amend or any amend that. For God's sake, no, SLP, I'm very much sure. Say they want to certain thing then we get for tie the government to the camp. Because any day they no go put a bill, they don't pass, they will go append one bill, they don't do so.
Comrade, come on, now talk on this young man. This is a serious thing. This young man in business. Now we expound on him. Now give Cashbox chance. Let expound on Andy as well. Because I think he sent it to Cashbox as well. Let we expound on this very much, and then we go inside this issue here. No. We can't talk about the ID, the voter card, the China African Express, what he talk about and all that. But this young man, this case, when go attack and so I want to sync down with people and comrade. Let's sync to Sierra Leoneans. Say, if we get a nation,
make it very clear.
Yes.
Not for SLPP attack him.
No.
Now APC person, this young man, where they talk about say, hey, no, they listen. We all man get in view, all man get whether they follow now, so for listen. They all man able to put it in your clear perspective. This we are telling us the strength when they pull for attack themselves, and they pull their strength for attack their opponent. This na APC person. Now, APC people go attack and they say in the name of opposing, they oppose parliament and they talk about equal responsibility, then they attack them. That's okay. I just tell and say, be careful. Me just tell as well, be careful. No watch your back. No hide the waka. Because if I tell people attack you, they're different to the talk. But this time within your party with this, so you be careful. No hide the waka. That's what I advise them because I don't know. I just tell and say, you have to be very cautious now. And now we are about yourself.
Absolutely. And Kashi, I don't know what you make of this young man before I come in.
Well, Ibrahim, you see, again, this is what we've been saying. You see, that picking we can for better now. First way name, now you do not say it can for better. Ibrahim, I've said this thing before, and I say I'm again. For make the APC know they accommodate or willing for accept criticism, it's a worrying sign. Now to the extent that imagine if they're going to come with the talk, like allowing for make the SLPP cancel the local council election and all that thing, and we see like when they remove 10 members of parliament, we see the census how they make up to the extent it is so blatant that like the census tell you say that 600,000 people in Ghana freedom, but yet still just the voter registration, the people that will register for vote, it passed the population now freedom. But yet still they allow all these things there for stand. But who that's them for talk about these things? Now me and you too. Now mamiya bom bome na ipo talk there. Now mami oju na ipo talk there. Now pasori na sorry from na ipo talk there. Ibrahim, it is the parliament. Now when we call out this parliament, people either say we get by that, how Usai Jericho could not reach, we don't go ever reach this, how it get money pass we, it affects the pass we don't go ever reach 11, like I say, we complete for reach 11. You see, now it go to the extent that when somebody they go and play or use them of parliament, call them out of their remind them of their responsibility, now they target them for beat them, they target, and very, very soon, Ibrahim, if you don't take them, they will set them up for many good jailer. These are opposition members of parliament. They do that thing there.
Wow.
I've been telling you, you go back to like the Abdul Kago, good member of parliament, powerful guy. You know what? The status quo, Ibrahim. They don't want break and for make salon better. We get for break this ceiling. And I tell you, Ibrahim, people do not want this ceiling for broke. They don't want that. They go fight foot and nail because they know say the moment where this ceiling broke, it's about salon. Everybody hard work now in the pay. Not a way they make politics like an industry. Who say the richest people that salon are politicians, Ibrahim. No matter how you see them, you say, oh, people they do great business. If you check their background, fine. Now politics they put their money, Ibrahim.
Yeah.
And this is what we don't want. We want to make hard work pay. And this thing we will depend so Ibrahim, and it's always they tell you that. You can always say, oh, we need to look for people for Lekwe. But I just use the word Lek. Politicians would never, ever Lekwe. Me and you too. They don't ever. Because they know say, this na pump don't lock for them. This fight where we depend so, not a business as usual, where they actually take millions of people. Imagine the president take $250 million of within themselves, he eats up in one grade. Then they go steal a dance for and say he get money. They go steal a dance for and say, hey, Mother Bio now one of them, because they have to say those things for them. Mother Bio feel like I say in the lecture. Ibrahim, this fight where we don't take so this venture, people are not going to like it because the fault, who side the faults they that's alone. Now the fact that Parliament they sit by, watch governments that they do waiting they feel for do, executive arm of government, they do waiting they feel for do. Like as at will, nobody, no question ask Ibrahim. And this is the reason why we will be the most hated figure because the one they will get the money for pay people in the social media for medical cost we people when they get time, their full-time job. You and I get job. So we need to follow everything on social media. But people in social media, where the very one they tip their own money, tip their destiny, tip their future, and then they can't give them stipends. They give them small and so much money there for it. Then they can't cost we because now they're kind of like all that side just to make the cat attack we. They feel saying, let we go after them. Then they use money, the very money when they take for destroy their future and the destiny, then they use it. Go cost them, go attack them because they want to make the status quo remain this way. But make them they get at their money, they're picking them. Go check Ibrahim. All of these politicians, they want to make this money. Go check. They don't go to the education system and the country. Go check them. They're picking them when they're sick, then they go medical somewhere else. Ibrahim, Fatima Bio, man. One of the most expensive private hospitals now London, now they camp, they call them Cromwell. Now Bupa they call them, but they don't change them. Cromwell. Now they camp for medical. Imagine you they take the country money, then people there take the grants, then give we IMF and World Bank, give we grants, then give we donation loan. When we get it back, now they make it tired for giving the money because they don't say when they give you the money, now to them back in the car end. Then they take them back, they cannot Cromwell. If for one night, if you stay at Cromwell for one night, that's 20,000 pounds. Now you pay for one night. 20,000 pounds can give me 1 second-hand scanning machine. That's alone. No government hospital, no get scanning machine. None. But you take that one night at Cromwell, Ibrahim. I know this. 20,000 pounds is what you pay. Fatima Bio and Iman. Now they come with and sick. But yet this is the reason why these politicians would never like us, Ibrahim. Never.
Kashi, this young man, and Kashi didn't like we that the day it means you don't compromise. But otherwise, it is either they like we because we're doing the right thing. We're in a civic education where the government is spending money with civic education. They get a whole unit to get for do with civic education, and that is the responsibility of that unit for teach people and for hold leaders accountable. Participating with democracy, question leaders them. That is why America and all these other parts of the world they advance because the citizens them get a stake inside the democracy.
That department when they pay people for civic education, it's just a scam. It's just like for make them say for the icing of men,
well, Kashi,
because realistically, what you will talk so now ain't supposed for the talk.
Right. Well, the thing is, we're doing it anyway on paid and all of that. But which charity says? Which charity?
Civic education. Now, for talk about Mother View, say you don't count free education. Pure.
Exactly.
They're not going to for talking more than that. Then I don't know if they're not mean by civic education.
Thank you.
But watch anymore. Say teacher and principal and good enough say when I like Mother View and I'm not going to free education, say I will say teachers.
Exactly.
Remember?
It's the sycophancy. The country when we talk about sycophancy, it permeates all over the place. But coming back to this young man in business, you see what's important now for note. Members of Parliament, not to send this person, they will go attack this young man. We are going to play with the player easy now. Not to send them, but every member of Parliament, you don't listen to this. Lord, go back to the waiting caused the brutal rebel war, oppression, suppression, right? Then say, hey, Shaka Stevens not a good chance when Albert Magayo. That 3-4 years of Albert Magai from 1964 now to 67 to world elections. We know what happened. The criminal libel law in 1965 that was passed. Shaka Stevens can be used effectively against the SLPP. 28 years he didn't have power. They say oppression, suppression, Ali Kaba and all these people. They're going to bush, no, so they're going to take up weapons and arms. Sierra Leoneans, now they don't reach so. So if every member of Parliament listening to this young man, this is not a young man, a Sierra Leonean, a citizen, we get the right for move freely about that country, for participating in democracy and not thinking of feelings, they get the feeling. For say somebody go attack him because he can't speak up on the democracy, because he desensitize people about the jobs of the parliamentarian and the responsibility. Every member of Parliament, I throw this to you because you know what you do. When I go for prevent future attacks, because let me tell you now, every human being is capable of doing evil. But we all they look no more and say, you know what, no, because for less society, where we get a just society, we're equitable and everything, let everybody live in peace. We want to be very peaceful citizens then. Every member of parliament gets a responsibility for condemn this. You don't read the audio. This audio is not made up. This young man is hiding now. He's afraid for his life. He don't emotionally damaged, psychologically you don't damage him, physically then damage him. But the physical damage, you can man. But the emotional and psychological line are the difficult part. And we don't get systems in that country where this young man can go safe somewhere. We go get his help. Personally, we talk to us, like how we talk to him. For them to go meet and treat, they attack him because of parliamentarians. Them have the call out every member of parliament where you read this. And una share this with the members of parliament them that therefore condemn this act of violence against this young man, regardless of the fact that they know about him, not to then sending people there or whatever the case may be. But them actors there, them miscreants there, these vagabonds there, then go ahead for attack this young man in the name of parliamentarian. The young man make them very clear. He said and say, you talk against Cherry Coco. So the leader of the opposition, Honorable Chino Majuba, you don't hear this now. This young man, they work freely inside in country where he born, they go to Waterloo, then go attack him, man, and inside motoka, then can't know the motoka, then take him phone, then smash him, then whap him, then beat him. Honorable Chino Majuba of the APC as a political party. Not so you send them actors there, but it happen across the world where we can say whistleblowers. You know, people and get for come, then dogmatic whistles them. Donald Trump will talk. Not so you send them people that will go to the capital for say, una go burn the capital. No, there's no way you can defend Donald Trump in statement where he tell you say, una go burn the capital, una defecate na the wall, una toilet, na the floor them. No. But the way he talk, the way he they do what they do, or in negligence, or when not even talk safe, it make people and feel say they are empowered to do certain things. So therefore, if this silence continue, what think happen now? The people themselves can gang up. They say this young man, you can get you 2-3 party them. You say, you know what, but they attack me because I speak up against parliamentarian. Well, fine. Well, let's set up we bandit. Now make you look across the world, you see faction that they develop every day. I mentioned Haiti the other day. Look at Nigeria, you get them Boko Haram, you get they faction them. People and they take up arms against the state because what they want to survive. So they can say, you know what, we say they come together and see parliament they protect we anymore. We'll talk back against parliament and the same man they can attack we because now the message that we is they send because again they go attack you. If they attack you, they say we attack you because of now for parliament. So therefore it means saying that parliament now they send them. Where we know say not to parliament send them. But at the end of the day, parliament gets a responsibility for stand up for prevent future attacks. We don't see what happened to that police officer. We want an investigation and then find who that killed that officer there. We don't see what happened to people in that country there. The violence is rising every day. Famous that artist in front of the host. Now they then go then take somebody, then tie him, then burn him, then they burn plastic now, still then kill him, then beat him, then kill him. Inside free talk now they happen in this 21st century in 2023. Members of parliament wanna come out, wanna stop this level of violence because violence begets violence. They say you live by this word, you die by this word. People go begin target themselves. Let it continue now. Nobody no get freedom again. All day man and get for the hide. Where the waka get for tint you glass or you go some side. Now this they make parliament self not go get freedom for move because you're afraid say if you go to your constituency, then go attack you because if then they attack other people them, when they talk, when they defend them, then it's a problem. So we just want ladies to rest. Let us say these people, then they attack people and now because then they speak up against parliament. So everybody as a citizen, where you know saying are you democratic right and are you right for talk about democracy for get involved in the civic space, make sure say you get a right to self-defense, protect yourself. Whatever it takes, protect yourself. If you not get for work in groups and tools, protect yourself because then people in the way attack on us. So under no circumstances, and for left area they are alive. If people be get the adequate, equipment for protect themselves. So do whatever you have to do to protect yourself because again the states therefore understand say if you not protect the people are left with no choice but to protect themselves. So therefore we call on the police for investigate this matter. If we want to get more information, we not jeopardize this young man in life and we'll go for follow this case to the rest to the latter we follow this case, this investigation. We want for know the young man gets the number plate of the motorcar. We want for follow this investigation to the latter. We want for make sure say this young man get justice and he gets so if the police want for reach out to we will get this case moving and want a lawyer for take up the matter of this young man as well, and we will gladly appreciate if you could be an APC lawyer, somebody or any other lawyer, we go take up this matter so because we have to get to the bottom of this because this get for make future trouble get for that country there, future disaster will come.
Let me tell you, if any APC lawyer can take on this case, then the blacklist them now the team A, now the APC if you don't take them. If any APC lawyer, when we talk about states captured, like Ibrahim, it is real.
Kashi,
and they tell you,
I got you.
Any lawyer in the APC take up this case, then they blacklist them forever. In your career, don't APC.
Kashi, we write a letter to the Secretary General of the APC party for ask for an investigation into this matter also. Because again, then call the deputy leader, who is currently a member of parliament as well, in name in this attack, this brazen attack against an innocent citizen exercising his democratic right. So we for write a letter to the Secretary General of the APC party asking that they put out an investigation on this and make sure they then get to the bottom of this matter for assist this young man. There is a lot of other cases that they go on, elections they go on, all these issues are happening, but this is the deputy leader in him then call. This not good now with democracy. They say they can't attack him because of the deputy leader. So we know say the deputy leader not send them, we know say not to Cheriko go send them, but they go and act on in behalf. And therefore, if somebody go and say, Ibrahim, I send me, make I can do this to you. If me don't read that thing, they are not talk about them. It means say I condone the violence. So therefore, the APC as a political party, when the operatives there, them bad guy there, they assassin there, then go terrorize this young man. Don't sky in life forever. We go write the Secretary General of the APC party, and including the chairman and everybody else, for say, hey, the members of parliament, the name they don't begin call them in violence. Say that they come and attack people, and when they speak up and participate in the democracy. Therefore, we get an obligation, and we want to make sure say then get down to this matter, and we make sure we resolve this, because otherwise people go begin get that retaliation mentality, and people go say we self they go out and target man now. Let us begin target we self. Supporters begin target themselves, and that not go good for country. That not go good for the peace and the image of we nation. They say, oh, this one I need to talk against. This one they talk for. I can't attack this one. I can't attack that. Who's kind of country we go get? We begin fending the body all over the country.
The funniest thing, would they see SLPP to go attack APC people and like anybody to be specific, because they don't get the too many attack and some partner freedom. Then it is so pathetic for where somebody decided to go attack somebody because he criticized or he talk about the parliament. Be saying I did about Cherikoko and so many things. Ibrahim, that a madness to the highest level. And I tell you this thing, say, apart from even attacking this guy in a corner, and they even attack people physically, personally, which I know. But because we just say, we just pay attention to this government, this bad devil we get for today. But we look at what's happening now, Ibrahim, it don't become more, fearful now eyes than ever before. For now we see within the opposition, then they attack people then because you impose with the support. When I Godfather say, then somebody call them out their responsibility. They don't be trouble. Ibrahim, APC will get a lot of work to do. But this particular time now, Ibrahim will get an executive and Telko Tenki, the leader of the opposition, the flag bearer, the deputy leader and the running mate, the double as the leader of the opposition parliament. Will get a chairman, deputy chairman, secretary general. They only listen. If I let them do something for stop this madness, politics they broke so. Because if people attack people them because of maybe somebody listen to message or they try to propagate to message, some of equally able to do any other thing, otherwise we no go fine. So for them not to that level, we all man would say for let me say protect me on them. Trust me, if I let them step in this, what me could do this thing, if I let them know say, we know they made up stories. And we get a lot of different audios from people there. We know play them because one give people a spirit, let people get spirit of a pick card and prepare for the election. But you don't come to a time, we know we keep quiet for like we know the endanger people's life because let them know say they not start for do that here within the APC. But for God's sake, not to one party stay to the bar. For God's sake, and Kuruma, we not been president. Do the internal. He get a lot of other people with them to oppose him, with them trade peace panel, with them attack him, with them push him, pull like them to car. But you not ever send talk them for go beat them, they kill them. But after to come, and pull them, you not on the enemy, try for bring them over. You try for bring them over. You try to bring them over. I know call the people and name them there. But then no, me no. There's people that know that you not do them nothing. You try to win them over. They all come from a team. How would they a political party where people don't turn out the set enemy, Ebo Ibrahim? This thing, we go for write an official letter to the secretary and say people in life, not to be supporters them, APC supporters in life. And this at the end of this year, this present secretary get first time experience when they depend that within the effect for this position there. A supporter then go to party office and go that certain area then beat on the attack and they say that against the structure. He didn't get the first time experience Ibrahim. So this madness and this weakness will stop. a political party can be like say na not party was Kashi very terrible.
Comrade, this is the thing we've been saying all these years. The thing where we try to develop right now, now waiting the benefit the whole country. But these people, they no go ever want to accept this thing. Then they just feel say like, it's in, no, let people are not come who side we eat. Like I remember, like I think that stupid Emerson waited till the not put music it, where sing like, oh the dead go wait for the living or something like that. This is how like politics don't gain a salon over the years. This is the reason why like people and they where they kind of like they be suppressed their lives, then they go any side because now just selected few. Hey, Ibrahim, out of the 7.5 million or 8 million people in that country, they don't reach 100,000 people that will enjoy the wealth of that country.
No. I say 95% of the population is poor. Yeah. And you don't make no mistake. Poverty.
With a country we're full of riches. I mean, I don't want to go on about it again, Ibrahim.
Right.
With a country we're full of riches. When you read people and they talk about, like the study where we come make the study, we review the rest, we review the this, we review the that. But again, the same thing, Ibrahim, like how they review sardine, gari, palmine, oil, this and that. If the thing where they call confidence no can prevail now we can't ski. Now what's an talks back with the waste with time.
Absolutely.
And all them things they are where they go on so that we can't ski, they kill confidence, Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
The only solution to salon, the only thing that will make salon better now the word confidence.
Absolutely. Kashi and Comrade, I think we don't make a known on that individual, that young man where they attack. Not only one grain, we get many more stories them, but we just say, point this one out for now very clearly. And like I would say, we bring it to the attention of the Secretariat of the APC, and we also go involve the police in this particular matter. Because again, they preempt the future. We want to get a very beautiful Sierra Leone. We want to get a very peaceful nation. We want a country where people go work freely in as much as they participate in the democracy. Everybody go get a different viewpoint. Respect the other person in view. The other person say Parliament for do more. Now in view say them for do more. You feel say Parliament they do more. Okay, no hold them any accountable. No go attack nobody because this can make people begin for say we say forget retributive justice now. Faction against faction. You begin get different factions. People then begin click together. Say hey, you all come together. They want to attack. We'll also go attack them. And not go good for country. Not good for we nation. Look, we mourn the death of that police officer because waiting do people and they retaliate. They take the law into their own hand because the lawmakers then feel say no they serve them right. They feel say they give them the justice what they deserve. They feel say they stand for them. They feel say the lawmakers or they fight for them. That is why people they take the law into their own hands. So we'll get a state. We know we'll get no control. We know one hand in a salon. I make we talk about this now. Let people know say now we go attack for parliamentarians. You're doing it at your own detriment. You do them at your own peril. Because if you go attack again anybody because of political reasons, then you go lost your life there. Now you left to because again the people get right to self-defense. And when you go attack them, then get right for make sure say if you commode their life, if you not commode their life again, but to go we commode to God anything you no go ever do again, I left to them. But every citizen get it right for protect themselves. And we the waka like a big man now. Because the police then get for understand say people have a right to self-defense and then get for protect themselves. That is the only reason why some man get for waka, you get for waka, then get for waka, correct. That is what we say now. But comrade, you don't come back to like how we say about the parliament. When you talk about the African Expressway, we make them very clear for say at the time we didn't print the last election for 2012. In a part of the delegation, he say Claude Commander they represent the APC, and then he say the Minister of Internal Affairs Pandanoa be there. We then go all go to Belgium for go certify the printing of the ID card, the voters ID card. He said that they all gonna die in tragedy. So why APC? We nobody $10 million cash box. We African Express reports we NEC not use that money there effectively. You remember when they begin lie about Laxton? Then Laxton now be Laxton. We don't know if that the one in England. We wanna go look for the one in England. You cash box. You go out to go look for the Laxton company for go find out about who side say them buy material for election. Yeah. The Laxton not survive in England, not England. They make quick they falsify. They say it in America. Then when they make way go back. They say it in a salon. So you see, this is what happened. The African Express reports this. Today to this day, where Parliament not ever take the report of the African Express. This is the things we talk about. So why the APC not get somebody we go represent them? Why would they see video now down in the Senate the president insists and we go and then get the contract and this and that? Why APC as a political party and the leaders of the opposition in APC and MPs them. Now think about this, say then for be a part of that delegation. And African Express we even talk about this. Say this voter ID card printing, the APC for make sure say they are represented for go for them go print the ID card there. So for Canada they can cry foul, all man face black now the country, you allow the black. Anybody you juice all the black. Now we see how everything that happen. Not to forget the Allah now say the card, voter ID card this, the voter ID card that. What you wanna be do for protect them and reach to this point. So these are the things we say. So comrade, I know say you want to come up from that angle day for talk to we about that parliamentary aspect of things and how they be go and vote, you wouldn't go for go print the ID card them, how they accompany, the SLPP. They don't let SLPP, APC be day, SLPP people be day na the entourage. Pandano be day, now he's the Minister of Internal Affairs. Claude Campbell will be a member of Parliament, represent the APC, African Express, they represent. So why then see don't they not follow this contract, they not inspect this contract, they not watch this contract, then go print this nonsense ID card, and then we get for say there's a lot of chaos, the barcode not correct, the information that so problems. Now with people don't
Ibrahim, before we even start the registration, now we get to board African Express, we can tell we see ETSL, them don't give them $10 million. Now they can expose the fake contact to not make. Before the registration start for so long a problem with them. Ibrahim, it be a topic like na pepper, like we don't take one drum pepper, put and say what I know but not going to drink up. We begin this year, registration come. We talk about this problem. Ibrahim, if he did not talk about the problem no go solve. That is clear thing. Any problem we did not talk about Ibrahim, that problem no be ban not for solve at all. Because you will only solve problem when the problem come to light when they talk about that. If you did not take this year in the clear with the sincere mood, Ibrahim, how on earth we get an election where ECSL they go no more by themselves with the government, then go print ID card, we will not even see sample of the ID card. Before even they can begin print, before even they go to the station and they wait for the sample of the ID card for use. Now then you will be on the sea. Then they do their advert say this year that this election this type ID card will for use. So when I go register for because this is why use. The same way and the why introduce that biometric ID card in 2012 because at 2012 we start the biometric ID card registration in 2012 and the schema then show you the example. And then then they make that ID card and say they use them for like 3 or 4 elections. Them where you go, they just bust the ID card. Then you're going to register 2 new people. And you will not register the Olam. Wait till they change to go boss them. Except with the military and the keep but we make get another biometric ID card again in 2018. But South African Express not able to see that. They say go verify. Then see the sample. Then prove and them because it's not incredible. This time around, Ibrahim not to let that happen. And we get people in the parliament where they've been the governance. I become them in the governance. She could be in the parliament from 2007. Then no such for happen. When they call them people out now say, "Una been on the day." What you make now? What una been on to? Una been now? Una no go replicate now see as an opposition say no. Under with no. Now so we been there governance. Now so be happy. This is no. Why una no go challenge them for the happy that it happen? To do say I think I will be say. So man they go say they even look invasive and yesterday. Because black and white. You know they will support it. Ibrahim, which lie tell you something. This I can make it. I don't sleep history because the money. Who's can try for this Ibrahim? $10 million. No will produce Ibrahim even at all self now. At all people and they wait for Ibukira contact then they color ID card. We don't even need for go. Then guy with the small internet cafe there. If you get them for that snap you color, they make a color. They will do Ibrahim even at all now. About $10 million Ibrahim. $10 million for can't get black and white ID card. And ID card people like this not they be recognized. And ID card receive people and they wouldn't give them, wouldn't enter the code they send you in another district or other region. We say the fall come out because Parliament feel their responsibility. And that's what they tell them. We are seeing this problem and we will continue for talk about this problem until the last day. Because then go come and say, then guys don't enjoy the talk for toxic. Now talk one talk. Now Parliament will left for call, other people and them will left for call. That's a very big no. Would I name 5 million? It's not possible. Or one can call now. But consistently, we don't see this team consistently. Parliament will not stand for we determine the most. Now we don't see people will not refuse for go take ID card. You don't solve the problem. First, you don't say you need to go take ID card, don't solve the problem. But the problem will not begin. When I join me at all time for call people, let them take the responsibility very serious until or unless we all look at this angle. Ibrahim, people will look sincerity, forget about personal interest, forget about political party interest, forget about affiliations, people. We will still remain or we go more than also this way, Ibrahim. That's not the truth.
Absolutely.
That's not the clear truth. Be careful. Look at the bigger picture all them foolishness and the thing black and white. Oh, African Express Council was $10 million. Would have been not missing a light. We send the NI number, the PS are not missing a light. The civil registration are not missing a light. Now we're going to see the problem get to happen. When I be the don't begin. You don't begin. And we still get room for improvement. In the parliament, they stand to the get for approved in the no. I meant in the no. Let them put an out for rectify this thing, the whole talk show now. The elections, the people who don't delete, so no notice if they delete or not. There are a lot of things rigging that process. Not to one rigging that process. Then they start from far till they get out time. We get for put your eyes on the ball or else. Or people like for better thing about no common sense and
Absolutely, comrade. But comrade, I think say we left and nothing we don't talk na that country they don't happen at this particular point in time. We call people attention for take action and they step up. It don't happen. We don't see them. Salon people go testify all over Sierra Leone. They don't say we talk. What we talk. It's the fact. We know they come now for can play games or be foolish and bring nonsense can they come for can talk serious matters and serious issues. And we don't do them all this time. So Kashi, I don't know if you are up more than this small and they can round up now. No, no long.
Well, the fact is, like, it go back to, people, all the things where we don't say over the years. How this whole thing, first of all, they contract this printing of ID card to somebody where we not even know, nobody don't know, until where the ID card them come bad. In fact, even the fact that they give, if that's who say now the president insists that they give to the contract, that is conflict of interest. That is corruption itself. That they compromise for making the process not go down well because it would be skewed to one side disadvantage, Ibrahim. How Parliament?
Kashi Salon and nepotistic country, the most nepotistic you can ever think of. So fumble business.
Ibrahim. But again, opposition was serious for Kana power would understand given this contract to this person, who kind of like puts them in a disadvantageous position. Yes, we all know about the nepotism when rampant in that country, Ibrahim. But the fact that when you call this person out, call these things out, it gave the chance for say, we they watch you.
Right.
Ibrahim, the only time we know say na Admiral Bio, now in give this contract to, now when the ID card come out bad.
And that
how Parliament not able know. Again, it go back to Chernobyl. We come here to talk. It tell we say that they all go Belgium for go check the contractor where they give. How APC job they not do one. You see, that tells you SMPP be ready for kind of power pass APC. What is the game now? Yeah? $10 million, Ibrahim. When the African Express say they eat. Again, any of these parliamentarians they ask question about that $10 million. See whether they can close so. Anybody ask that question, this is what we've been calling, this is what we've been saying, Ibrahim. Our person will tell we say, we they fight against APC. We be saying that we they call these things them out.
Hey, Kashi, you listen beaucoup nonsense.
But stupidly, you they talk say we they fight against the APC.
You listen beaucoup nonsense, my brother. You listen beaucoup foolishness. Therefore, listen them foolishness.
No, Ibrahim, no, it's not full. Everything we talk now, waiting people and they talk out there. We they talk based on waiting people and they say. Because again, civic education, Ibrahim, we can understand how people in the thing for able to educate them.
I can imagine. But the fact
we have to understand what they say, how they think, and how they behave, for make we educate them civically,
absolutely.
Ibrahim. And that's what we're doing. We have to understand that.
Yeah, the foolishness is all around us, my brother. But we deal with the issues accordingly, my brother. When you stay to the point, man, I mean, they miss you goal. They miss you goal, bruh. Left hand, then they continue for wallow in foolishness and continue for suffer themselves. Now we talk. Somebody can't sit on that social media. But one day they don't go to dentist. They don't sabi how dentist office stand. They get titat, and they don't forget to get for going and go fix them titat.
Yeah.
And get bad breath.
For me, you get doctor na salon. A posh thing now and then. When you tell you party, they no more say, I'll go see me doctor. Then they say you posh bad.
Yeah, with the chocolate thing there, then you hear some. I know I'm calling this a fast one. Then waste product there. They say they can talk. They can talk where we talk. They can talk beer. We are there. You come. Actually, I hear them, but I get sympathy for the one in there. The name that they are joining. They go for go toilet right now. Somebody in the bathroom. They wait. I mean for call them wash yard. So they wait right now. Team up in the line. They wait for themselves go take your own shit. Let go take a dump. They wait. They are joining them. But about 40, 50. But they can't defend. They can't defend politician. They look in life. The way you talk this, I know what they talk. They say, look, Ibrahim, they can't tell we say they join them, the bathroom. Now the fact, now the reality of what they happen. We want change them. If you say, brother and sister, the way sober. They don't know say that life when they live not a better life. For wake early morning for go team up. Now was share the girl for wait for the other neighbor, lady neighbor was. If you say them glad for Randy, if you say they don't know say they for live a better life, you want the part like you want the part swear. Continue by swear. But the one that we don't get sense, we get with the eye open. They know say this life you're not so for be. They know so country gentry who for live a very decent life. Some man not eat it. You know, remember how forget top up. They can't go to a politician office for go big for get top up. They can't on social media, they can't make big talk. You know, you don't even get a future. You picking there, you don't even know what you picking for be tomorrow. Who's past you picking for. Now by God in power, by God in power, by God in power. Oh, talk they can't talk nonsense be away. You did now below man, you get so you don't even get money for go hospital. Like God, you man get the care where you deserve. You know, the prenatal care the way you deserve for the go see guy, the ecologist, then take care of her. Now by God in power, as woman get better in that country, hey, God go take control by God in power. Now you can't see you can't talk on social media. When talk against you talk tell about the politicians what they for do for fix the system, let the system work forward. You can't defend politicians. You mama and papa and so they in a village and they're angry. They're not there for it. You can't see they can't talk for politicians. They can't defend politicians. Who talk? Go talk. If you say all like company, they can't compare with you. Yeah, Ibrahim, they look at that cash box, they look at that come record, they look at we live a better life, person. We get access to everything. We're not gentle, we're not so billionaire, but within a society that way, they give you access, they give you opportunities. And then the crash made from a picking there, waiting again for it.
And then come back, we don't like them better.
Exactly.
At least we support and get soap.
Exactly.
No. Whether not try soap or soda soap, at least it gets soap. Ibrahim. Some pound na dry soap na the wash me. Text it.
That's what to God.
Soap not did it because these very politicians they want to defend.
I will go move the country.
They give the bone, they left gonna even the bone in the soccer now.
I will go move the country forward. We want change them thing there. We're not glad. I don't want for Salon people suffer. But you can make champion. Now you ask the art, so for hospital, they go check that you ask the art. But you can't talk on social media, they make big talk. Politician, I left there now. Nonsense. Some of them say we don't oversee, we don't give up in life. Now I go back to salon, now I say go for the chap. You know, this is the problem. Some of us, if we get for left for go salon and sacrifice. Because we see say una day for destroy the country, and we to all man go sit down for watch the see what happen and they destroy the country, the poor people in the suffer in a village. Now go look up village them, bo. Today, people that live in a dirty block, say, boy, now, boy, me for make an agenda, no salary enough for living in a dirty house. It's salon able for do am, salon able for do am. We go to one village, one community. Now, some village na 10 house lady. Able no for build 10 standard house them in that community. Day. We build sometimes 6 extra self for lefa. You know, able not self salon people. Able don't wake up, boy. When I left them foolishness.
Well, this is the sad thing. Like here, the governments they build affordable council host them. People and the parents.
Thank you.
All that one generates, it creates employment.
Thank
people
you.
When they carry innovate the houses them, they self they get job.
Facility management.
When they get job, they self they pay into the system.
Thank
Ibrahim, we can do it.
Absolutely.
But we see don't only wait for grants. And these very politicians, and the reason why we didn't wait for grants, now because they destroy like we reputation of our country. The reason why we all didn't wait for grants, who that sober-minded, I always only tell people in here, who that go look salon, they go say, I can do business with you, I give you loan. Then you get people now Africa where they talk say, oh, where Africa go for that, then they charge them 10% interest. But when the West go, then they give them 1%.
But
you know
this that woman Arikana, I like him because he get the African drive, but we all know that in a deep conversation, that nonsense talk that did which man is good to look and say, but yeah, we like get out there, we don't see, But anyways, Kashi, salon. That country way it go better by God in power, but it got for take people and for reflect, think about the past, and now think how they go. We don't get a brutal rebel war. Let's serve as a reminder for say we get for allow people and for exercise their rights. We not go attack person on behalf of Parliament. We not give a Parliament bad name. You where they do that, they give Parliament bad name, and then you endanger the lives of your parliamentarian them against the people because now the people go begin see the parliamentarian and say these are devils. They were the evil. Let us begin plan for go after them. One day in our society, parliamentarians should be protected, and then say for protect the people. So do you have members of parliament? When I don't read this case, when I make sure I take up on this matter also. We round this up. That the conclusion and the issues they need to talk about. When I take up this matter of this young man so every member of parliament for condemn this act because it endanger on it endanger on our families, it endanger the country as a whole. It will bring bad name and bad reputation to the country because the last thing we want for area for saying they attack members of parliament them. We don't see enough already within the wells of parliament. But parliament, let the people not turn against una because then people where they act so they go attack people them say on behalf of parliamentarians them, then they endanger on our lives, then they endanger on our family their lives then they endanger the society. You know, fine for our country. It give a bad name to the world. Then tear no sweet, you know, fine. So there we call on the secretariat. We go write a letter to Lawyer Lance Nadumu as the Secretary General for understand say they don't accuse the deputy leader on falsifiably, because we know say the people that we go act, these are lone actors them where they go act on behalf, say na send them. We not to send them. We know say Cherry Coco is a good man. You know, he's a devout Muslim. Not to the kind of man who go engage in political violence. We know say Cherry Coco not go send people if we go attack anybody. Not to the kind of person. When you look like not to the kind of man, this not to a bad person. But at the end of the day, if you get for make sure say speak up, because people are using him for bring bad reputation to them. Then they go using him for go attack people. It's not good. We don't hear boku to them in the past. But then I get for stop, because we get for hold leaders accountable. And this matter we ready for follow them. Because again, we don't want a country where people then go begin for retaliate and think about how they for harm other people. We don't want that. We want let Salon be a very peaceful country where people can talk and work freely in the country, nobody no attack them. And we also talk about the voter ID card. Then when I go pick on a voter ID card, then you are the big one. SLPP for go. And we also mention the people who don't pay within the APC, where they call themselves APC, but SLPP don't buy them down. Some did diaspora, some did a salon. They don't buy them down. Say una distract the APC, una continue for cost the party leadership. Una not engage in proper communication. Una not engage in civic education. Una just continue for cost the normally the party distracted, so the party go there in confusion, and then the SLPP go thief the election quietly. Then people indeed within the APC, they una call them out, una get them out of the party, una get them, una wipe them off the party completely. They don't deserve to be APC. All in here, and I will talk about today. But with the left and I, Salon people, wanna take care of yourself. Bye bye.